And now, Mike's thoughts.
18 players. That is right. 18 players have decided to leave the Colorado Buffaloes football program after their spring game last weekend. Most of them are saying basically the reason why they're leaving is because of Coach Prime, a.k.a. the alter ego of Mr. Deion Sanders. So when I think about this, and I remember that press conference very, very well back in December when Coach Prime was officially announced as the Buffalo's head coach. He said, and I quote, "We coming. We coming. We coming." And then he said, "I'm bringing my luggage," and it's Louis getting the transfer portal. Basically, Coach Prime was ousting every Division I football player on that team. Basically saying, you ain't worth anything being on my team because we coming. I'm bringing my son, and he's wearing number 1. As you guys know, he had a whole number competition. Nobody was going to wear 0 because nobody wants to be nothing. And number 1, he will design and basically say, a.k.a. my son's getting it. We coming, he says. We coming, we coming, we coming. 18 players left. Wrap your head around that. That is 75% of potential starters that have left the program because of Coach Prime's alter ego. I'm not saying he is a bad coach. Obviously, he turned Jackson State around, right? Or was it? I can't remember what school. Jackson something. He turned them around, yes. But was it because I get to play for Coach Prime? It's a black college, so I'm going to go there. Did he really do? Did his coaching really turn stuff around over there? To be determined, right? But Coach Prime, my thoughts are going out to you, my man. When you have 18 players walk out on you after spring practice, maybe you need to adjust your approach. Maybe you need to calm down your alter ego. Maybe instead of being Coach Prime, you should be Coach Sanders. You can't wear hats. You can't do this. I get it. I'm the same way, man. I want people pants pulled up. I want you focused during meetings. But at some point, you have to loosen the reins a little bit. At some point, you just have to be like, you know what? Maybe it is me. Maybe I'm coming in too hard. Maybe I'm coming in like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball. Maybe I need to be more like Tay-Tay, the greatest artist of all time, Taylor Swift. Maybe. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn radio show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
You don't want to be every time, no. I would like to personally welcome you to Man Hour After Dark. Say that thing. While I bring you the host, Mike, Buck, and Cone. You know, coming to the sports talk than what you about to hear right here. I second that.
Go. You know that it's us when we talking about sports. Giving you facts on the field to the core. Tune in, we need the support. 1 hour too short, then listen some more. On all your stations, not dropping no music. Stripes like Adidas, but Nike just do it. Down 4 in the 4th, we go for the win. Michael 2 seconds, we taking it in. Buck, Mike, and Combs, you know what's going on. Man, now we're after dark, no LA, we the big spark. No 4th and inches won't cut short. Got the best talking, it's all sports. Buzzing more than buzzer beaters. We coming live, all 3 speaks go.
And what is up, Man Hour Nation? Michael Buckasha here with the Man Hour. So to head out to manhourradio.com. Check out the merchandise pages. Go check out the blog section as well. Happy Draft Night Eve to all the Man Hour Nation out there. We'll be live at 115 Bourbon Street. Live right there tomorrow evening starting at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Central Time. They're kicking us off at 10 o'clock, so that's like right in the middle of the first round draft. But you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. We'll give you a great live, raw, uncut sports show, and then right up to the draft night, and right then and there when Will Levis goes number 1 overall, we will be there to announce it to you guys. We do got some people jumping in the chat here. We got my man Patriots End Zone popping in the chat. He says, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, he is a great recruiter, not necessarily a great X's and O coach. Like I said in the chat, I would love to be a fly on the wall during his game prep, during the actual preppage, right? Now, Patriots End Zone, my man Wayne G over there. If you guys are not subscribed to him, do it. Link is in the description, actually. Today it is on the YouTube. Pop over there. But as a great head coach, right, you want to facilitate things to your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator, your linebacker coach, your quarterback coaches. That's why you hire these people, is to delegate, right? Basically, the head coach is there to be a recruiter. Basically. But right now, he's not doing a very good job of recruiting. He's kicking people out. My man Arthur Brown is jumping in the chat as well. What's up, Arthur Brown? Arthur Brown, we're going to talk about your boy Bradley Chubb coming up here on this If and Then Wednesday. Conjunction Wednesday is right here on Man Hour today, guys. Is it Wednesday? Man, my days are all types of screwed up. Working nights is head fuck. Let's just be honest about it. But Arthur Brown's in the chat. What's up, man? Glad you are here. If you guys haven't done so already, please like, comment, and subscribe to whatever platform you're listening to us on. Give me the call to action button there. Bada bing, bada boom. Hit that bell icon as well if you're over on YouTube. Get all those updates that are popping. But most importantly, guys, share. Share this live feed, because on draft night, when we are live from 115 Bourbon Street, Man Hour and BetStamp have teamed up, and no. Buck Nasty is going to buy you guys a jersey. That's right. If you are watching the live stream during the draft, if you have signed up with BetStamp, and if you have commented on the live stream, I'm going to randomly pick. I got a randomized generator from TubeBuddy.com. We're going to randomize somebody, bada bing, bada boom. Whoever it is at 9 p.m. East Coast time, that person is going to win a jersey. All you got to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel or Facebook, whatever platform you watch us on. Be signed up with BetStamp. Use promo code MANHOUR and comment. That is literally all you got to do. Javier's jumping in the chat today too, man. What's up, Javi? He says, Buck, Patrick Mahomes is the most talented player. What do you guys think about that? Is Patrick Mahomes the most talented player? Now, when I think of talent, I think overall talent. Just not at one position, but you can put this player at any position, and they could be like, oh yeah, he's really damn good. Patrick Mahomes is a very skilled quarterback. Is he talented? That is to be determined. If you want to go overall talent, the best talent out there, you can put him at any position he can excel. It's going to come down to a two-horse race. It's going to be Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts. I feel like Jalen Hurts is probably the most talented player in all of NFL. You can literally put him at any position, and he will succeed. You want to put him at running back? Man, have you seen that guy's pythons coming out of his shoulders? What? That guy's got like 2 thighs coming out of each bicep, and his tricep is like a gift from God. This guy has arms that every man would dream of having. Let's just be honest about it. You put him at running back, probably a top 5 running back in the league. Put him at safety. Woo, watch out, Ed Reed. Your legacy might come to an end because Jalen Hurts is going to be a headhunt mofo. Hell, put him at offensive line. Have him down block. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is a very skilled player, but not the most talented in the NFL. Sorry there, Javier. Dan Hood is in the house. And Dan Hood has a avatar of Jalen Hurts, what it looks like. It is kind of blurry, but he's probably, oh yeah, he's excited about Jalen Hurts. He is tough to Patriots Enzo says, it is tough to measure talent on NFL vets. Talent equals ability without effort, natural ability. So, guys, let me ask you this question. In the comments below right here, who do you think is the most talented player in the NFL? Not the best player at their position, but the most talented. The person that you can put at any position and they will excel. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. We could probably put Kyler Murray up there, right? Very, very athletic. Hell, he was drafted in 2 sports too, so he could be a professional baseball player or a football player, right? I guess maybe in his prime you could put Russell Wilson up there. The options are endless. But guys, let me know, who do you think the most talented player in the NFL is? Now, with that being said, guys, it is time to get into If and Then Wednesday. If you are new here, let me explain to you what If and Then Wednesday is. Basically, we give a if statement, aka if the sky is black outside, then this will happen. So, example, if the sky is black outside, then bowling ball size hail will fall out of the sky. That is exactly how it is, but it is wrapped into NFL form because this is NFL Talk Man Hour Nation. So, with that being said, guys, obviously, Aaron Rodgers has officially been traded to the New York Football Jets. They swapped this year's first-round picks, so the Packers go up to number 13, Jets fall back to 15, and the Packers get a first-round pick next year and a conditional second-round pick the following season. And if Aaron Rodgers plays over 65% of his snaps, that will be another first-round pick. So in theory, let's just be honest, it's probably 2 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers. So basically, the Jets are all in on this Aaron Rodgers thing. So we got to ask this question. If the Jets do not win the AFC East, then what? Guys, the Jets are in this mindset of Super Bowl or bust. And I'm going to say it is on the bust side of things. If the New York Football Jets do not win the AFC East, it is because Aaron Rodgers cannot handle the pressure. We have seen it year after year after year. In the NFC Championship game, Aaron Rodgers just shits the bed. He is a very, very good quarterback. He is probably top 5 of all time if you just do the regular season. Postseason, that's a totally different story. For whatever reason, he just shits the bed. The Jets have a very good team built around Aaron Rodgers. They were literally a plug-and-play quarterback away to being a really, really good team. Now, like I said, Aaron Rodgers is a very good quarterback, but I'm not so sold on the fact that he could definitely lead the Jets to an AFC East championship. I'm not sure he can lead the Jets to a Super Bowl berth. Yes, I do know Nathaniel Hackett is the offensive coordinator. Yes, I do know that Aaron Rodgers won 2 MVPs back-to-back with Nathaniel Hackett. I also know that they are 2 years removed from being on the same team. I also do know that Nathaniel Hackett kind of has a bad ego, and he got ousted in Denver. Guys, I don't see the Jets winning the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills are too good. The Miami Dolphins are too good. Hell, the New England Patriots are too good. I had the Jets pre-draft, pre-Aaron Rodgers trade, finishing 4th in the division. Post-Aaron Rodgers trade, I had them maybe tied for 3rd. I don't think this trade is a landmark-changing trade, and the Jets made it a landmark-changing trade by giving 2 first-round draft picks. In theory. I just don't see it happening. Don't see it happening. Patriots End Zone says, if the Jets don't win the AFC East, then I will laugh really, really hard. You're going to be laughing really, really hard there, Patriots End Zone, come about this December when they're battling for third place and the Patriots are battling for first place with the Miami Dolphins. And then he says, I can't believe the Jets gave up 2 first rounds for a washed-up Rodgers instead of Lamar in his prime. So, Patriots End Zone, let me ask you this question. Robert Saleh is a very X's and O's coach, right? He comes from that coaching tree, coaching pedigree of we are a plug-and-play quarterback, right? Now, in theory, they would have had to give up. In theory, right, they would have give up 2 first-round picks, much like what they did for Aaron Rodgers. But also, they would have been looking at a $300 million guarantee, whatever else he wanted, yada, yada, yada. Now, I do know Aaron Rodgers is getting $50 million this season, but aren't the Packers paying like a third of that or something to that effect? So they're only getting like $30 million or something. But do we think Lamar Jackson would have been successful in New York? Because as they do have a really good team around him, a really good defense, a really good receiving core, would Lamar put them over the top? Would Lamar be any better than Aaron Rodgers right now? Because we have to think about this long term, right? Long term, Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Let me say it back. Short term, Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. They have a very short window to win a Super Bowl right now. Does Lamar Jackson win them a Super Bowl? I don't think so. I just think the Jets are just not poised to win a Super Bowl right now. The AFC is way too loaded. Hell, in your own division, you have any team in that division. If they get hot at the right time, they could arguably be the best team in the AFC. But let's just be honest. The AFC is the most stacked division right now. Better than the AFC West, better than the North, which are both really, really good divisions. Let's not take anything away from them at all. But the East is just that much better. And then let's just say you get out of the East. Look at the North. Obviously, the Ravens have a really good team put around Lamar Jackson. Fairly good defense, fairly good offense. They're just a quarterback away. If Lamar Jackson is gone, they would inherently find a quarterback, right? Whether it be the draft, whether it be free agency, whatever, right? Cincinnati Bengals, obviously a contender. Pittsburgh Steelers, going to surprise some people this year. Cleveland Browns, they do have Deshaun Watson still. They have People Jones. They have Amari Cooper. They have Chubb. They have a really good defense. Oh, well, let's go to the West. You do have the Chiefs. Hell, you can put the Raiders up there. You have the Chargers. Well, let's go to the South. You have the Jaguars. The AFC is just really, really loaded. I just don't think Lamar Jackson puts the Jets over the top. I just don't see it happening. Arthur Brown says, if the Jets do not win the East, then they will be the lacking stock of the league. It would be a bust if they don't make it to the playoffs. See, this is what's great about the 7-team playoffs is that you can be last in your division, you can still be 10-7, and you can still get in there as a 7 seed. Every team in the division can make the playoffs. That's what's great about the 7-team playoff. They could be the laughing stock of the league. They could be a bust. They could still make the playoffs. Watch out, baby. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Brett Favre, Part 2. You are right, Arthur Brown. And I just read a tweet or an interview from Brett Favre, and he says he thinks Aaron Rodgers will do great in New York. I actually saw the greatest meme ever in it was the Minnesota Vikings sitting on a porch swing like, waiting till 2025. Waiting till 2025. Arthur Brown says Lamar Jackson isn't a pocket quarterback. Wrong system for him in New York. But honestly, Arthur Brown, a good coach like Robert Saleh, should cater his offense to the skill set of his quarterback. So if a skill set of Lamar Jackson is run pass option, an RPO, Robert Saleh should run some RPO. But obviously Lamar Jackson isn't there. Aaron Rodgers is there. So I'm excited for September 10th or whenever the first NFL season game is. But right now, guys, it is time for the NFL draft. We are officially about 28 hours away from the NFL draft. 32 players are getting ready to have life-changing money. But if you guys want a chance to make some life-changing money, sign up for BetStamp. Head over to betstamp.app, and this is the best line shopping app out there. It is like the Expedia of bet line shopping. And when you use promo code MANHOUR right now, when you sign up through betstamp.app, they will give you every minimum deposit of each sportsbook that you sign up for. I signed up for 6 sportsbooks about a month ago. I got $185, and I have turned that into over $2,000. Not a penny of my money, all BetStamp's money. They give it to me, and that $2,000, bada bing, bada boom, in my pocket. I am living dream. I am on the way to 10,000 so my wife can get her 1-carat ring that she wants. Actually, she wants like a 5-carat ring, but whatever. It is what it is. But BetStamp is making that happen. Guys, this is the Expedia of bet line shopping, and things are happening. Moving on. Bradley Chubb. That's right. Arthur Brown's Miami Dolphins Bradley Chubb, linebacker, is, quote, excited to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year. So, if Bradley Chubb is this excited to play the New York Football Jets, then what? If Bradley Chubb is this excited to play the Jets, he better slow his roll then a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages. Yes, I know you need to get up for a division foe. But let's think about some bigger fish to fry. The Buffalo Bills. The New England Patriots. You have the Kansas City Chiefs. You're going to Arrowhead. You should be a little bit more excited to play against Josh Allen twice a year. You should be a little bit more excited than playing Patrick Mahomes. Yes, I understand Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback in the league. I get it. All time. Not right now. All time top 5. But this is just fluff at the end of the day. Don't you guys think a little bit? Bradley Chubb is trying to boost up the Jets and kind of like, hey, you guys are really good with Aaron Rodgers. I'm excited to play you. Ha, ha, ha. I don't know Bradley Chubb personally by any means. I don't follow him on Twitter. I don't know his personality. But this to me sounds like a very, very good trolling statement. This sounds like to me like a very good, we got one up on you guys. You guys are going to be doomed for the next couple of years because Aaron Rodgers is going to retire after this year and you're still stuck with Zach Wilson. Speaking of which, what do the Jets do with Zach Wilson? I'm kind of curious about that. But Bradley Chubb says he's excited to play Aaron Rodgers twice a year. If he is this excited to play the Jets twice a year, then he is going to be a very excited player all season long because he is going to have to get up for a lot of games this year. I'm not for sure if Bradley Chubb is up for it, but he is going to have to really ball out this year if he's excited to play the Jets. It is what it is. Arthur Brown is, Rodgers is the GOAT. Hype game, baby. Slow it down, baby. So let me ask you this question, Arthur Brown. You guys are more excited to play the New York Football Jets than you are the Buffalo Bills. You are more excited to play the New York Football Jets than arguably the most dominant team in the East of past 25 years in the New England Patriots. What have the Jets done? Last year they didn't make the playoffs. Year before that, didn't make the playoffs. Year before that, didn't make the playoffs. Year before that, didn't make the playoffs. Do we need to go on? The year before that, they didn't make the playoffs. Yes, I understand the Jets are an up-and-coming team. But to say you're this excited to play them, I'm not buying it. I'm buying trolling. Bradley Chubb's trolling. Let's just be honest. Patriots Enzo says maybe he thinks it'll be more competitive games without Zach Wilson back there. Maybe. But also, Patriots End Zone, sometimes it's nice to have those cupcakes on the schedule every now and then. It is nice to have a bye within a bye, right? Like sometimes you're like, man, we have to go to New York. It's snowing. It's raining. It's nasty. 32 degrees outside. It's in between that snow-rain mix. The wind's blowing off the ocean. It's swirling. Man, I got to get excited for this game. Sometimes it's just nice to have a bye week within a bye week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Slow it down, baby. Tim McWah says the Milk Hunter needs to demand a trade. So Tim McWah says Zach Wilson needs to demand a trade. Let me ask you guys this question. Does Zach Wilson have any leg to stand on to demand a trade? Who in their right mind right now would trade for Zach Wilson? I'm asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. If you get benched, let's just look back to last year. Joe Flacco, 87-year-old self, Mike White, historically bad quarterback, outplayed Zach Wilson last season. Joe Flacco and Mike White both outplayed Zach Wilson last season. If you are the New York Jets and Zach Wilson is demanding a trade, the best thing you probably get is an 8th round draft pick. Oh, there is no 8th round draft pick. What are you going to get for the guy? The only way, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, as as they say. Idle's hands is a devil's playground. I got quotes for days. Zach Wilson needs to sit behind Aaron Rodgers. He needs to know his role. He needs to learn how to be a professional. And maybe, just maybe, the 30-year quarterback can learn how to be a professional, can learn how to be a better quarterback, can learn how to win over the locker room and not oust them like he did last season. And maybe, just maybe, he might resurrect his career. Aaron Rodgers to the New York Football Jets might be the best thing to happen to Zach Wilson since sliced bread. It might be the best thing since he slept with his mom's hot best friend. It might be the best thing since he broke up with his girlfriend and got a banger. It might be. Now, we know Aaron Rodgers' track record. We know Aaron Rodgers does not like helping backup quarterbacks to be successful, right? Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but from the outsider looking in, it kind of appears to be that way. He learned from Brett Favre. Nobody's taking my job, right? So let me ask you guys this question here. Tim McWah, where's the wobblins? He says the MILF Hunter needs to demand a trade. If you guys are not a New York Football Jets fan, would you want Zach Wilson on your team? Would you want somebody like this on your team? This quarterback that has ousted his team. This quarterback that has proved to be an interception machine. This quarterback that has proved that looking good is better than playing good. Would you want him on your team right now? Me, personally, as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, no, I don't. Yes, I know I got Patrick Mahomes, but I would rather have Blake Bortles than him. Just saying. Just saying. Already read that. He says, Tim McMaw says, 2 years of Rodgers is coming. Wilson won't have the time to wait that long. Also, Rodgers doesn't exactly play the best teacher for young guys. LOL. Tough situation for him for sure. So, when we think about this, previously Aaron Rodgers. So, I would agree with you, Green Bay Aaron Rodgers 100%. Obviously, the New York Jets brought him in to be the guy, right? For 2 years or whatever contract he signed. Do you think Aaron Rodgers, he's now 37 years old, right? Be 39 when his contract's all like over. Do you think maybe, since he'll never have kids, he doesn't have mom and dad or whatever, like he wants to possibly pass down some type of genes to Zach Wilson? I don't know. But yeah, great point there, Tim. Patriots End Zone says, no, he does not walk Zach Wilson. He alienates his teammates with his personality. He needs to eat a dozen humble pies. I agree with this 100%. Definitely needs to eat some humble pies. Humble pies. Speaking of humble pie, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals have exercised his 5th-year option. So Joe Burrow will officially be a Cincinnati Bengal for the next couple seasons, right? Picked up his 5th-year option. Obviously, guy, Joe Burrow is one of the most polarizing quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He is definitely a top 5 quarterback, if not a top 2, if not the best quarterback in the league right now, depending on who you talk to. So, with that being said, if the Cincinnati Bengals do not sign Joe Burrow long-term right now, then what? Joe Burrow is going to be the highest-paid quarterback in the NFL. Whether it be for a year, 2 years, or for six months, right? Whatever it is. Joe Burrow will get the next highest-paid contract in the NFL, whatever that might be. So with that being said, if the Cincinnati Bengals do not sign Joe Burrow long-term right now, they are going to close their Super Bowl window before it's ready. Because Joe Burrow is going to get that big deal. $500, $600, $700 million, whatever it might be. Whatever the market might dictate next year, right? Or 6 months down the road or 3 years down the road, whenever he is up for a contract extension. If they do not do that now, they're going to close the Super Bowl window. They're not going to be able to pay Jamar Chase. They're not going to be able to pay Boyd. They're not going to be able to pay Higgins. They're not going to be able to pay Mixon or the offensive line or the defense. Joe Burrow is going to get a big deal. Do it now. Do it sooner or later, or you are going to close your Super Bowl window. It's simple as that. If you want to have a long dynasty, sign your guy right now. Because I believe the NFL cap goes up $50 million next season. Sign him to a deal right now. $50 million a season, you can get Chase signed still. You can get Boyd signed. You can get Higgins signed. Because let's just be honest, those guys are going to want contracts too. Jamar Chase, arguably the top receiver in the NFL, going to want to get that bag. Boyd has already come out and said he wants to get that bag. Higgins, kind of the odd man out, but he's going to want to get that bag too. The Bengals have a lot of contracts, a lot of money getting ready to come up. Now, Jalen Hurts said it best. Money's nice, but I want to win championships. If the Bengals win a championship this year, money's nicer than that second championship. I don't know. They are all LSU and Alabama dudes, right? They are used to winning championships. It's time to get paid, baby. Joe Burrow has to get paid right now. has to get paid right and now. Tim McWah. I love that name. McWah. Agreed. Needs to sign him now. Need a lot more Sunday Pro football in the chat. What's up, my man? He says Joe Burrow is a fraud. Josh Allen is the GOAT. He also says Bills are going to get D-Hop. Let's bring that comment up. Joe Burrow is a fraud. Huh. If you guys remember correctly, about a month ago, forget who said it. Oh, it was Carson Palmer said that Joe Burrow was better than Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL. So, if Joe Burrow is a fraud, is he just benefiting from a good coach around him? Is he just benefiting from good draft picks? Jamar Chase, Higgins, Boyd, Mixon. Come on, Joe Burrow's a fraud? Let me know. Arthur Brown says, Bills fan alert. Yeah, he is definitely a Bills fan. Patriots Enzo says, if they don't sign him long-term now, then they will lay later. 0% they'll ever let him walk. You are exactly right. There is no chance that Joe Burrow will not get a long-term deal from the Cincinnati Bengals. If they do, they are very, very not smart. I can't say stupid anymore. My wife says that's a bad word. But they're very not smart. But they will definitely get a long-term deal done. It's just a matter of when, right? But the matter of when could be a $300 million contract now, or then a $600 million contract, right? Basically, Lamar Jackson is going to dictate whatever Joe Burrow gets, right? Justin Herbert is going to dictate whatever Joe Burrow gets, right? The next paid quarterback from this class, whether it be Burrow, Herbert, Lamar Jackson, who else is going to be up for a contract soon? Josh Allen, I guess. I don't know. I'm not for sure when his contract's up. But whoever gets the first contract will be the lowest paid, and whoever gets the last contract will be the highest paid. Like, that's what it comes back to soon. Little Mac Jones to the Texans soon. I'm sure you're referring to Bryce Young. I don't think so, my man. I think Bryce Young is going number 1 overall to the Carolina Panthers. And if you head over to betstamp.app.com, or sorry, betstamp. If you head over to betstamp.app/groups right now, use promo code MANHOUR, sign up for a sports book, you can bet on the NFL draft. And if you truly think Little Mac Jones is going to the Texans, put some money down. BetStamp will give you $20, man, on any sportsbook that you sign up for right now. And if you truly think that, it's like a plus 400 odd right now. Double that money, son. Double that money. Tim McWall says that Dak deal not looking too bad after these insane quarterback deals as of late. Watson screwed it up for everyone. Watson didn't screw it up. The Cleveland Browns screwed it up. The Cleveland Browns are like, we are all in right now. We want to win a Super Bowl. They were so hell-bent of getting Baker Mayfield out of town. They're like, you know what? What do you want? Like, what is it going to take to get this 7-round draft pick plus $300 million guaranteed? Write that man a check. Just wait till Friday. Right? But yeah, honestly, the Patrick Mahomes deal changed the landscape of contracts in general. Basically meaning that all the contracts now are backloaded, right? We see all these insane contracts, right? We see, $300 million, right? Well, 6 years, $6 million this year, $20 million next year, $21 million like the following year. And we all know that money is just arbitrary in the NFL anyways. it is all just a formality, right? Because they're all going to convert that into signing bonuses or this bonuses or that bonuses, and they're going to keep themselves under the cap. But to backload the contracts now, that is kind of the norm, because if you backload the contract, 9 times out of 10, the salary cap is going to go up. You have more room to play. You have more time to turn that into signing bonuses. You have that more time to sign into this bonus or that bonus or guaranteed money or whatever you want. But yeah, Dak Prescott, when that first contract came, like, whoa, yeah, looking pretty smart now. Need a lot more Saturday Pro Football. Comes out and says the Bills and Chiefs beat each other up and the Bengals sneak into the playoffs. Huh. I'm not for sure how the Bills and the Chiefs beating each other up let the Bengals sneak into the playoffs. All the Bengals got to do is just be a good team like they have been, and they'll make the playoffs. Can you name the 21st round picked? No, I cannot. I don't have my cheat sheet. I'm in the process of making that up still. Need a lot more Saturday Pro Football. Says Josh Allen hurt his elbow. He did hurt his elbow. He's also had 6 months to heal that elbow. I believe, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he have surgery on that elbow? It is what it is. You don't know the Bengals owner, son. I don't. Instead of stupid, say Jets fan. Boy, that really Jets fan of me. That is funny. I'm going to put that on a shirt. Boy, that was really Jets fan of me. I love it. Tim McWall says, if the Jets don't win the AFC East, then Rodgers is the most overrated quarterback of all time. Whoa. We're going to debate that tomorrow. Let me, Tim, we're not doing an afternoon show tomorrow. I might do like a live stream on the way to Chicago. You know, kind of just like a hangout BS session. But I wrote this down. Rodgers overrated. Me, Combs, and Fitz will be there live. 7 p.m. East Coast time. We'll start the live show, and I'll bring this up. I'm going to ask those guys: is Rodgers the most overrated quarterback of all time? Because I'm kind of intrigued by that. Last if and then statement of the day, guys. But before, Justin Jefferson got his fifth option picked up as well. Vikings better sign him sooner than later as well, or you'll see him on a new team. But with that being said, Allen Robertson II says he has, quote, a lot of football left in him. He has officially been traded from the LA Rams to the Pittsburgh Steelers for like a 7th-round draft pick. What? But Allen Robertson is on his 4th team in 5 years, so I am kind of curious to if he really does have a lot of football left in him. But I have been on record saying that Allen Robertson to the Pittsburgh Steelers changes the landscape of the AFC North. So if Allen Robertson does have a lot of football left in him, then what? Obviously, I had the Steelers being very, very good this season, with Allen Robertson or not. The addition of Allen Robertson puts him as one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. George Pickens, Allen Robinson, and Johnson, right? Very, very, very good core. Plus a second-year Kenny Pickett, kind of excited to see what he can do as well. But if Allen Robertson has a lot of football left in him, then the Pittsburgh Steelers have an opportunity to make a Super Bowl run. If Allen Robertson is a top 10 a receiver in the league, the Steelers have a Super Bowl run in them. They have the defense to do so. They have the running game to do so. They have the receiving core to do so. Plus Allen Robinson. That is going to make Kenny Pickett's job that much easier. So if you guys are a football fan in general, the AFC is going to be so exciting to watch. They're going to be so good from top to bottom, but then the bottom falls out, obviously, with the Texans and Colts, and you can put the Titans in there almost now too, right? But the AFC in a whole is going to be so fun to watch. Allen Robinson back to the AFC, that is huge. And if he has football left in him, watch out. Pittsburgh Steelers can make a Super Bowl run. Allen Robinson is a boomer. He's not that old. Sheesh. Wayne G, are you even a boomer? I don't know. Patriots End Zone says if he still has a lot of football left in him, he should pick up Madden 24 so he can play the game he loves after he gets cut next year. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shots fired there, Patriots End Zone. Hot take there. You think that Allen Robinson is going to get cut after this season? Okay. Bookmark that. We'll see what happens. Need a lot more Saturday Pro Football. Says Falcons and Packers stink, sir. Okay. Falcons and Packers are both in the NFC. We're referring to AFC teams here. But on the flip side of that, the Packers and Falcons are both going to surprise some teams this year. Let me repeat that for you. The Falcons and Packers are both going to surprise a lot of people this year. It is what it is. Trust me. Facts, he says. Facts that Allen Robinson will get cut? Sheesh. You guys are so bad. Arthur Brown says the Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers battle for last place in the playoffs. Yes, I think it will be a 6-7 seed battle for the Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. Hell, you could probably even throw the Colts in there as well. I think the Colts are going to surprise some people as well. And if the Texans can nail this draft, get a quarterback like Will Levis, they can do some good things. Cardinals stink too. Another NFC team. Who cares? The NFC has 5 really, really good teams. The NFC is very, very top-loaded. And then the bottom literally falls out. You have the Vikings. You have the Lions. You have the 49ers. You can throw the Seahawks in there. The Eagles and the Cowboys. And then after that, who do you have? You have the Carolina Panthers. Right? It is what it is. Are you on pot? Packers good? Yeah, I think the Packers are going to surprise some people this season. I think the Packers are going to nail this draft. I think they're going to draft a receiver. I think Jordan Love is going to play out of his mind, get that bag, and then kind of be meh. But yeah, Packers are going to be good. Many people are overlooking the Packers. Tim McWall. Robertson had 700 yards total the last 2 seasons combined. Meh. Also, the year before that, he was with the Chicago Bears. Not really a passing threat of a team. Rookie Justin Fields had Andy Dalton there as well. Benched the top 10 quarterback in the league. I don't know what that's all about. And then they went to the Rams, where everybody and their dog got injured. So you are correct about the 700 yards, but sometimes you have to look beyond the stats. Let's look beyond those 700 yards and see how many games that he played. See the quarterback tag that he had. Right? The Eagles and Panthers, that's 2. What are you talking about, my man? What do you want me to tell you? I'm so confused. Need a lot more Saturday Pro Football. Are you on pot? I mean, if you were on pot, maybe you would make a hell of a lot more sense. That's it for today, guys. See you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. East Coast time, right here on youtube.com/Man Hour. We will be giving away that jersey. All you got to do is subscribe, sign up to BetStamp, and comment on the live feed. But after that, we out, guys. Later.